This is your retirement capital in an average living annuity. And this is your retirement capital in a 10x living annuity. 10x. Why settle for less?
Hello and welcome to a new installment of New Retirement Thinking. My name is Kura Chiota. Today we're mapping out the retirement plan that is sure to bring you peace of mind. Here with helpful tips is Director and Retirement Life Planner at Chartered Wealth Solutions, Kim Potgieter. Welcome to you.
Thanks for having me.
Now, when we're talking, and this is the second season of the show, the retirement thinking, I would imagine it's going to be different when we approach a 25-year-old or a 45-year-old or a 55-year-old. How do we start the conversation and what are the nuances?
Well, it's so much easier with a 55-year-old because a 55-year-old sees it coming and they actually want to have a serious conversation with you. A 25-year-old, when you talk to them about retirement planning, it's never going to happen to them. They're never going to get old. So it's a much harder discussion. And I prefer to have the discussion with the 25-year-old that they're paying themselves. If they can get into the discipline of always paying themselves first in a savings way and not spending every last cent they have, and the way most people are living, going into so much debt. So instead of going on and on about retirement, this thing that's not coming, get them into the habit and the routine of paying themselves first into an investment. And I think the discussion becomes a lot easier. Even a 45-year-old, they're keen to have the conversation, and they can make such a difference by having that serious conversation at 45, because at 45, you've still got 20 years ahead of you to do some major saving, and normally your children are starting to finish school, so you're starting all those, to get over all the major expenses. But yes, completely different conversations, and you need to change it depending on the age that you're talking to.
And retirement is absolute ownership of your own future. The idea that, well, the state will look after me. I don't know how far 1,400 Rand is going to go, and it's means tested anyway. Or my kids will look after me. We've got the sandwich generation where they're still paying bills. The planning of retirement is all on you.
All on you, and you need to take responsibility for it, because otherwise you become a burden to your family, you become a burden to your spouse, and to the country. So I think it's totally irresponsible if you don't start doing the planning.
So what is a good retirement plan philosophy? I'm sure the tactics can change, but what are the key principles that we need to put together to say, I've got a plan and this is how I'm working on it?
Well, I think there's not such brain science to it. I think we try and make it much more complex than it is, because we believe if it's complex, we just can't do it. So that's our excuse. It's actually easy. We need to be in the market for a long time. We need time.
Okay.
Compound interest is our friend, so the sooner we start, the better. We need diversification, so it's not looking for that next get-rich scheme. It's having diversification with quality investments. And I think if we can get those pillars correct, we don't have to be going out there taking unnecessary risks with our money.
It's as simple as that.
And getting your money to, because then your money starts working for you, as opposed to you always being a slave trying to get, you working for your money all the time because we're overspending. It's quite a mind shift change, and it's putting yourself in the driving seat.
Now, once I've got this plan that you put together, so I want to start early. So I started at 35 and I've been putting away money.
25?
25, okay. You caught me very young. How do I monitor my progress along the way? Financial information is out there. A unit trust can give you second by second. You go onto the web right now and you can get a price on your unit trust. We hear, well, there's bombing in Syria, there's oil has fallen or doubled or whatever. All of the noise that is in the financial system. How much of that do I listen to monitor the progress of my retirement plan?
Okay, so for myself as a financial planner, I encourage my clients not to do all that behavior that we're just talking about. If we're daily checking or monthly checking what the markets are doing, we get the wrong behavior, because we end up, when the markets are doing well, we end up just getting quite greedy. And when the markets are doing badly, we get so scared, so we want to get out of our investments. So for me, it's not to check your investments every month. I believe you should, if you've got the right plan in place and the right philosophy, meet your planner once a year and see where you are. Just see where you are. Don't keep making changes in and out, because we don't have the knowledge and we bring all our emotions in it, and that's where we're making our bad decisions. Just leave it to do its work. You don't need to be involved in it as much as you think you do.
How do I pick a planner that gels with me?
Well, it's a big thing that you've got to, as you say, gel with your planner. I always encourage clients to go and see 2 or 3 different planners before they choose the planner. You want to work with the planner your whole life. You don't want to see somebody this year and then change to a new one. You want a plan, you want a foundation. So take the time in the beginning to choose the correct planner. So go and see 2 or 3 planners. Resonate with the planner.
What are the quality aspects that I'm looking to feel and touch to say this is a good planner?
Okay, for me, the good planner is somebody who's actually more interested in you than themselves. Somebody who wants to hear your story, hear what you want, what your goals and dreams are. And then the money comes into it. But if you are going straight into just telling them what to do with the money because you're getting a commission, you're not going to be the most objective planner. So big thing is to find a planner with what we call a CFP qualification. So have that. So you're professional. Secondly, somebody who's not working for commission only, because when you're working for commission only, how do you know you're giving just the right advice? So find that professional who cares about you more than your money, and then can make the connection between your money and your life.
Okay, we've been talking about retirement, but on the other side of the break, I'd really like to chat to you about what this idyllic life is and give us a bit of a reality check. We're talking to Kim Potgieter. She's the author of a book on retirement. We're going to ask her the questions of what does retirement look like, feel like? Are we ready for it? We'll see you shortly.
New Retirement Thinking is proudly brought to you by 10X. Why settle for less?